Hello, everyone. It is Wednesday. It's today Wednesday. It is a Wednesday, and it's Lifetime Success. These last 2 weeks have been super, super crazy. Just getting out the next edition of IBA Success Magazine, which is our leadership edition. We've been talking to leaders around the community. This all falls right in line of our primary elections that is taking place on August 23rd. If you have been following me, you know that I've been saying we have to use our voices in order to impact and make a decision that will be the best for our communities, for our youth, and for the next generation as far as businesses as well. So I'm super excited because throughout this journey of pulling together IBA Success, which I just finished looking at the final proof, I cannot wait to release this online and just have some great dialogue with all of the individuals that's in it. But to get back to why we are here today, this is our Lifetime Success series, the political edition, where we're interviewing individuals that's running for office. The reason we're doing this is because we need you to vote. We need you to make informed decisions, and we need you to be able to ask the questions that of interest to you. So, as always, IBA Success Magazine, Jennifer Young Agency, we are a non-biased platform that give each person the opportunity to say their why. Today's why come directly from Khalid. Khalid is running for Congressional District Seat number 10, and we are welcoming him to this Lifetime Success. Hello there. Are you with me?
I am with you, Jennifer, and thank you so much for inviting me to your show.
Thank you for making the time on this very busy campaign to be here and tell us your why. You are jumping into a big race. There's a lot of individuals in this race. So I won't hold you much of your time, but I got to ask why.
Well, Jennifer, right now, you see all the issues that people are facing in our area, District 10. And the main issues are really economic issues. Um, with the skyrocketing consumer prices, inflation over 10%, and gas prices uh, over still hovering around the $4 mark, it is the economic issues that need to be solved. And with my 37 years in businesses and in banking and finance, I am the right candidate to represent District 10 with my business and economic background. Many of your how many of your audience was around in the 1970s, but in 1980, mortgage rates went up to 18%. And to get a business loan, you had to pay 22%. So that is the kind of scenario I see coming in the present economic situation. So we have to think ahead. We have to make sure that our economic policy is geared towards dealing with those issues, economic issues, and not making the situation worse. And my solution to some of those is to go back and see how we solved the 1980s issues, and that was basically to make sure that the banks are in a liquid situation to help people and to help the businesses to overcome the economic situation which we are seeing down the road, which is really stagflation and massive recession. And we're already seeing evidence of that.
Being in the business development side, I look for experts when I want someone to help guide me in the right direction. Going into the political realm, is this your first time, or would you say you hold that expertise that some of the other candidates bring that have served in these roles prior?
Well, I'm not a politician.
Did we lose him?
The main focus is on the they're in the race to my
Now we lost a little bit of your audio. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you well. Yeah.
Okay. We lost a little bit of your audio when you were answering that question. Can you just kind of go back and say that one more time? I'm sorry. I want to make sure that the audience can hear you. And if you're watching, this is the political series, Lifetime Success. The importance of understanding who to vote for and knowing that you have to use your voice is very important. So have a seat, especially if you're in District 10. Share this live. We're talking to Khalid right now, who's running for Congressional District 10. And we were talking a little bit about your expertise in the seat that you're going for.
Okay. So just to repeat, my expertise stretches to 17 years in banking and finance and over 30 years of developing my own businesses. So
Okay.
the major issues that we are facing right now is the recession, which is really the beginning of the recession. Back in 1980, when we had stagflation, which is a combination of inflation and recession, we had mortgage rates go up to 18%. Businesses had to borrow at 22%. So I'm bringing that experience to the table so that we do not go through what we went through in the early 80s during the Carter years. So, how do we do that? Well, we have to be very proactive. We have to make sure right now that the banks they pass through what they call the stress test. In other words, they have enough liquidity to deal with the situation where money is required to be pumped into the economy to make sure that the businesses and the individuals have the resources in order to buy a home or to buy a car or to buy a house or to buy and you said earlier on politics you leave to the politicians. I agree with you, but the economic issues you cannot leave just to the politicians. You need the expertise in that particular area also. Of course, the other issues that are important these days is, of course, the issues of women's rights, especially in relation to the recent decision in the Roe versus Wade reversal cases. So being a father to four daughters and a wife, having five women at home, women issues are very important to me also. So those are all the other issues that I am well aware of. And also, January the 6th showed how fickle our democracy is. So we have to strengthen our democracy so we do not have the repeat of the January the 6th scenario all over again. So these are all the issues which are very important to the voters, to my constituents, and to myself. And that is the reason why I filed to run for Congressional District 10 in the race.
Um, so, now we're really urging individuals to go out and vote. What would you have to say to a person that was unsure if they even wanted to exercise their right to vote right now?
You know, voting is one of the scarce rights we share in this country because when you look at a lot of other countries, there cannot people cannot even vote unless they satisfy certain criteria. So that is a right that we should all exercise. We should all go out to vote because otherwise, what happens is that fewer people that vote, the fewer people that vote, we get leaders who are not up to par. So we should do our research and analyze each candidate's background, his past record, as a pretty good guide to how well he's going to perform in serving his constituents.
Mhm.
So 23rd of August is the last day to vote. Early voting has already started, so I would advise everybody to get out there, vote, and show your strength.
Yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you so much for taking the time. Is there anything that you need the community to know right now about you? We just put your website up, www.votekhalidmuneer.com. Is there anything else? Tell us about your campaign and what you're experiencing right now.
Yeah. Well, I have been serving the Central Florida community for the last 15 years. I have served in leadership roles as president of various chambers and at the highest economic body, which is the Orlando Economic Development Commission, back in 26 on the executive committee and on the full board. So I am very well versed with the issues related to our district and community. And my number one priority, although I'll be representing my constituents in Washington, but I want to be accessible to my constituents. So my office will be open to all my constituents anytime to solve their issues. Because I represent the constituents in hand and not Washington too much.
Okay, I think we lost a little bit of your audio at the end. Maybe it's where you are. So if you're watching, this is our Lifetime Success Political Series. If you have missed any of this interview, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, watch the full interview, as well as see some interviews from some of the other candidates that are running. You're back with us, Khalid. You kind of blanked in and out for a minute. The last thing you said, I don't think we heard you.
Just to repeat, as I said, I want Washington, but I want to spend most of my time with Orlando to be with the process. So I want to be watching the minimum of time with my
Well, thank you so very much for joining us. Let's go ahead and put your website back again at the bottom of the page. So if you want to know more, definitely go visit the website, make a decision. You are available if anyone has any questions or want to talk to you. Where's the next event you're going to be that a person in the community can catch you?
my phone's there. They can call me anytime. 547-6161. More than happy about
Okay. We will put that number out in the feed. Let's see if we can get that number up for you because you did go out a little bit, and we want to make sure that any listeners catch your number to be able to reach out to you. Could you repeat your number one more time?
386 547 61.
Okay. So if you are watching again, this is our Success on the Set political series. The phone number is there at the bottom of the screen if you would like to have more one-on-one conversation. But now is the time to educate yourself, to get out. Early voting is going on right now, so you don't have to wait to the 23rd to cast your vote. Thank you again so much for joining us, and you all stay tuned because there is so much more to come. We have to the 23rd, and I will continue to bring some leadership to the platform to ask those questions that will be able to help you make a better decision. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Jennifer. Always a pleasure to talk to you. And I look forward
Yes,
to connecting with you soon.
absolutely. You have a great night. And you all, don't forget, subscribe to IBA Success on YouTube and Jennifer Yon Agency in order to be able to catch any of these videos. And IBA Success Magazine, that new edition is dropping online soon. So go on there, make sure you subscribe. It's free to read. And I look forward to seeing you all later. Till next time, bye-bye.
Thank you.